No,
And
prior to that.
nothing could have
Prior.
been illustrated
That's
more
when it
so
started for you.
than
You were
yesterday at the Chili Pepper Festival right here in Fayetteville, freaking Arkansas, man.
What are you talking about?
The exemplary example of teamwork that we saw in that 5,000 meter race yesterday when Mac Taylor and Chris Zinn were,
Or Thomas? You talking about Paul Thomas?
yeah, well, you were in there too for.
Yeah, they dropped me by that time.
Yeah.
They went by me like a tour de
Hats
force.
off to Paul Thomas and Chris Zinn yesterday.
They hung in there, but they couldn't do anything with it. What do you say, Paul?
Well, first of all,
Those 11-year-olds-
I'd like to say hats off to Chris, but he lost.
What did he lose by, though?
Didn't matter. He lost by 0.2 of a second, two tenths of a precious second. And
But you guys got hammered by those that
pack of
that
11
pack
Well,
of
that's the
11.
thing is there was inner fighting with Chris and I having our own race, but on the sidelines, these other guys were maneuvering, running as a solid team,
Mm-hmm.
and we took the eye off the prize. While beating Chris was actually a huge monumental thing, which will go down in history. But all the while, the 11-year-olds, the quartet of the 11-year-olds, 44 years between the four of them, took us down.
So let's go back here a little bit, Paul. Let me take you back down memory lane. So when you think back and reflect on Coach Mac's words of wisdom and checking the instruments that last 200, what was running through your mind as you were making that final turn into the home stretch?
Well, there's a lot of things I've learned over the years, starting with John McDonnell and maybe even beyond, but then I've learned a lot since then. And I've done a lot of bike racing, I've done a lot of running, and with the last 200, it really came down to a combination of what John McDonnell has said, and then also in bike racing, you can't be on the front the whole time. You have aerodynamics, you have all sorts of something. And yesterday, there was such a fast finish. I sat, and struck like a cobra. Just like John, and if you watch Mark Cavendish, you watch all the great sprinters, they wait till the last bit. And
But what about those 11-year-olds going by you at 200 meters?
like I said, I was 11 once as well, and we could go on and on about 11-year-olds and all this, but we're living in the now. And if Chris Zinn, if you're watching this, Chris Burns, whatever you go by,
CSB.
CSB, your pen name. This whole.
Did you guys hydrate enough coming down the hill though? That probably.
They did have those Dixie cups up with.
That's what I was thinking.
350 to go.
That could have helped.
And so.
But you refused it because you guys weren't used to the hydration hill.
No, back to John McDonnell. Hey, kid, you got to keep it light. So I didn't want to take on that extra on board with the extra weight of the water. And at that point, Chris's brain was spinning because he never had a kick. He could never really strike like a cobra. That's why he ran cross country and the steeplechase. So, although I haven't run in years, I did have a method in my madness. If I knew I was there with 200 to go, it was lights out for Mr. Burns, as he